Hello everybody, welcome to Today in Media, where we highlight the 5 stupidest hot takes in the media from media outlets, media personalities alike. Today we have some of the usual suspects and some people you may not have heard of. I know most of you probably don't watch any of these people. I'm your host, Will Riccadella.
And I'm your host, Julia Nista.
Who will wear the crown for the dumbest thing in media today? Will it be, I don't know, MSNBC, or is it going to be, The View again? Let's start off. Let's hop right into number 5. We have Stephanie Ruhle from MSNBC.
Then, if you're the party of Lincoln, then how does Newt Gingrich justify that Abraham Lincoln fought to free slaves? He didn't need to do that. I guess Newt Gingrich doesn't realize Abraham Lincoln didn't fight to free slaves because it was affecting him personally. Can't you use your position, Marvin, of influence to help those who don't have a voice like you do?
Well, I don't know what the comparison is here. Yeah, Abe Lincoln, did emancipate the slaves, but so did a whole heck of a lot of white people fighting in the Civil War too. They lost life and limb doing so. But how does this relate to players sitting during the national anthem?
Exactly. Stephanie Ruhle, you're going to equate the two when someone's fighting a war, but then you're also going to say that's the same thing as kneeling on the sidelines. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, and in fact, it's disrespectful to our troops.
And thank God nobody watches MSNBC.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Moving on. So we have number 4 today. Joy Reid decided to tweet that today we're in the age of heroes. Hero athletes, that is. It's pretty interesting that she decides to say this. What do you think about this, Will?
If you ever want to induce a heart attack or, tears of blood to come out of your eyes, look at Joy Reid's Twitter feed. I swear I looked at it and I seriously wanted to hang myself.
I think she tweets about 6 times every hour,
right.
Maybe 6 times every half hour, something like that.
Right. So now because of athletes now are the real heroes. I mean, I think they're literally the 1%. The real heroes are the guys that fight overseas. I don't know, get their legs blown off, maybe die for their country. Those are the actual heroes. I mean, this is how out of touch these people are.
Exactly.
Moving along, let's go into number 3. We have the always reliable The View.
He supposedly has people telling him, but doesn't listen. They keep bringing in troops like Mattis and Kelly, and they say these generals are going to straighten his butt out. And then he says the stupid thing again. Yeah, they can't stop him.
Well, then we got to get rid of him.
Does anybody really even watch The View either? And if you do, how do you live with yourself?
Mm-hmm. To say that someone just has to go, like, hey, you gotta go, first of all, you're talking to the president, and secondly, that's your response to someone that you disagree with. Oh, you gotta go. You said something that I don't agree with. Oh, you gotta go. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I don't want to ignore here, and on a serious note, I don't want to ignore, the bravery it takes for 50 Cent to go on The View and say that in such a hostile environment.
Mm-hmm. I think 50 Cent had about 50 seconds worth of fame.
He's
in that
a real
one.
hero.
No, he really is, apparently.
He's actually one of the real heroes.
He's real with the kneelers. He's right there.
Stand-up guy.
Yeah, which brings us to number 2. Brian Fallon decided to tweet today that Trump is racist because he didn't help Puerto Rico, but I think that he's missing something here. What do you think about that?
I think if we learned anything over the past week, it's that the left's only argument to virtually everything is Trump's a racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think kids actually go to school now, they don't do their homework, teacher says, where's your homework? Trump's a racist.
Exactly. I mean, Trump sent FEMA, he sent DOD, he sent the Coast Guard to rescue and help with resources to Puerto Rico, but apparently Brian Fallon missed that because Trump is still a racist.
But let's just say perhaps there aren't resources getting there. Why does it have to be he's racist?
I know, it has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that Trump is doing so many things right now on, domestic United States land, and he will get to the Puerto Rico crisis, but there's other things that are on his plate right now.
Can you do me a really huge favor and stop being racist for 5 minutes?
I will try my best, Will.
Great, thank you. I appreciate that. Now we're moving along to number 1. We have a video here for a guy declaring one of the hero athletes, POTUS.
I want to give you the last word since you wrote about this precisely, about the idea of bringing players together. Your reaction?
Yeah, today's the day LeBron James became president. That's all I was thinking.
All right, you have it. LeBron James became president today because he stood up, very brave, he stood up and said that, Trump's the guy dividing everyone when it's the athletes that are literally sitting during the national anthem, the actual thing that kind of brings everybody in this country together.
Yeah, like when was the last time, LeBron, that you lived like the average American? Was that 1999 when you started your basketball career? How many sports cars do you have? And yet you're not going to go into the inner cities of Chicago or where a bunch of, black Americans are actually living in poverty. But at the same time, you're going to cry right now. You're going to cry with your multi-millions on TV, on media, about how everyone is oppressing you in the NFL and the all basketball leagues. You're going to do that. I don't think that that's in touch with the average American.
How about the next time these basketball players go on a vacation, why don't you visit the south side of Chicago or go to Baltimore or St. Louis, where the murder and violent homicide rates are at an all-time high. Part of the reason is, the politicization of policing. You've got these people terrified to go into these communities, and it's hurting all the people you claim to want to help. So maybe you can tone down the hubris a little bit. And LeBron, just worry about shooting a basketball. No one cares about you anymore.
Yeah, keep sports to sports and politics to politics. And
right.
You can stay in your life.
Worry about winning a championship. Didn't the Warriors run all over you like a couple of months ago? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Tune in again next time. If you have any tips, you can send it to our Twitter feeds. I'm at Will Ricci.
And I'm at Julia_Nista.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.